With the emergence of Zoom meeting recordings, there's now a demand for split screens to give a collage effect. I'll show you a recently released feature of Final Cut called Custom Overlays, and this will allow you to create those split screen effects without using a plugin. And if you just want to add a simple split screen effect without effort, I'll give you links to both paid and free downloadable collage effects. At the end of the video, I'll show you how you can create a nice slide in and slide out effect that you can add to your collages. I'm Bruce Macbryde, and I can provide one-on-one personal tuition in Final Cut. Just click the link in the description below. We'll create these split screen effects by using the recently added Overlays feature in Final Cut. And if we go to the View menu above the View window, then we can see here that we can choose different custom overlays. We're going to use the 9 panels, but you can also see that there are a number of other different panels there. And all of these are downloadable. You can click in the description below and you will get a link to download all of these panels, plus some grids that we will see a little later on. If you want to download your own custom overlays, you simply ask it here, add a custom overlay, and it'll go to the Finder. When you show custom overlays in this way, they show in the viewer, but they don't print. If you want to make them less obvious, then you can select the different opacities. I'm going to use the 9 panel overlay because we're going to look at producing 9 different stills. Now I've stacked these stills already in the timeline, and we'll position those to fit in the different panels in the split screen. So selecting on the top one, and if we turn our transform tool on and go to the right hand bottom blue dot, and with the option key down, drag to the left. And what you're seeing is that you're filling that panel. Now, it just will need to come over a little bit more. You can see that there's a bit of the background showing in there. And there's a little bit more of the other side showing here. So I'll just move that so that it fits. And if you want to, you could come up to selecting 150%. And using this little red puck here, we can see that we can now position it a lot more accurately within those panels. That's fitted there perfectly. Now, it's important to have this as perfect as possible because we're going to copy these characteristics and paste them on all of the other clips. So let's take this back to fit in window. And now we're going to copy this clip. That's copy the characteristics. So that's Command C. And then we're going to select all of the clips underneath. We're now going to use Command Option V to paste those attributes into all of those clips below. Now we've pasted those attributes, all of the clips here are now in the same location and they're stacked up on top of each other, and we're seeing the top clip, the others are all hiding below. Our next step is to select the clip directly below, and we're going to now hold the Shift key down and we're going to drag out, and by holding the Shift key we're keeping that on the horizontal plane and position that as well as we can. Then we'll select the next clip down and drag that out, and then the third one down, and this time we're going to drag it down but still holding the Shift key down, and now it comes down on the vertical plane. So just move that a little bit to the side, and we can continue to do that until they're all filled in. To really set off your collage, you can add a white pattern grid that will hide those slight edge overlaps or imperfections. So I've got a 9 grid here, and if we just drag that on top of the clips, then you can see how those edges are nicely hidden and it looks very uniform. What we want to do from here is to select all of these clips and make a compound clip out of them. And then that'll be a lot easier to use. I've got a number of these different grid patterns that are free for you to download. Check in the description below. You could add a further slide in and slide out effect, and I'll show you how to do that a little later in the video. Now let's look at creating a collage of videos in a 4-pattern grid. And these are the videos here. They're all stacked on top of each other. And what we want to do is to go to the View menu now, and we can select the 4 grid panels. And we're simply going to make sure our transform tool is turned on, select the top track, and then with the blue button on the bottom right, put the Option key down, and we'll drag that to fit in. Now you'll notice that this will sit in and snap much easier because this vertical and horizontal line is part of the pattern of snapping that is built into Final Cut. And you want to make sure that that's turned on here with the snapping effects. So snapping is turned on there. So the process is the same as for the still images. We're going to select this top track and we're going to copy it, Command C. And then we're going to select the 3 tracks underneath and we're going to paste those attributes. And now the 4 videos are stacked on top of each other. We can select the top one and holding the Shift key down, we can drag that into position. Select the next track down, click on that and drag that down. Now we could also add a grid overlay to that, a white grid overlay. You can still see the black line there for the view, so we can turn off the Show Custom Overlay, and there is the white grid over those 4 videos. And when we play them, now you could use this if you wanted to for your Zoom meeting videos. If you're not inclined to spend the time making your own collages or split screens, there are many plugins available to purchase from different developers and use them as templates. I have the 12 split screen effect plugged in at the bottom here, and to use this you select the template, come over to the inspector and press the T, and there you can use the drop boxes. I filled these ones up here. Click on the drop box and click on the image and you can see that image has come in there. You can also add text in this particular one, and if you wanted to, you could change the color of the overlay to more suit the pattern. Once you've selected the image that you want to go in there and you're happy with it, then simply press the apply, and that's been applied to the collage with some stills and some video mixed in the template. And as promised, these 2 split screen plugins are free for you to use. I'm playing the clips through now, and the link to download these is in the description below, as is the link for this slide in and slide out effect that you can add as a transition. I hope you've enjoyed this video. Please like, subscribe and press the bell. Thank you for watching.